support it, and you make things happen. Before I sign off, I want to acknowledge your courage and hard work in running for mayor of this great city. You were the first female candidate for mayor to run in a contested race. You were a thoughtful and articulate candidate, and you will serve as a role model for the women and girls who come after you. Members of the Michelle Harris Fan Club are legion and will continue to grow. We will watch with great anticipation and support as you move on to future adventures. I look forward to serving with Ira. Ira, you have huge shoes to fill. But I will miss you like crazy as my alderman partner in working for Ward 2 and for great things for our city. All the best.
Well, that's pretty much what I was going to say. But seriously, as Cynthia was talking, a lot of those themes are points that I had as well. I won't say them as artfully, but it's been great working with you for the last few years. You've been an excellent alderman, an excellent teammate, and an excellent example of public service at the highest level. Your passion for the city and for the residents of the city have always been on full display. You brought a tremendous amount of energy to this job, and you've always gone the extra mile. Always prepared, always studying the issues, always digging deeper into the materials, always asking questions and gathering input, and carefully developing your own positions on the issues, which I think is one of the reasons, along with your natural talent, that made you such an effective and persuasive advocate. Really nothing else to say other than thank you for your service, and we're gonna miss you, but I think we're all better aldermen for having served alongside you. Thanks.
So this might start getting really redundant. You're going to hear. I wrote a few.
That's okay.
Okay. So I didn't prepare. I just wrote some words that I thought of when I thought of you, and they're collaborative, passionate, compassionate, tireless, and creative. And I find you to be one of the most collaborative aldermen on the board. You always try to find that place where we can always just live with each other as opposed to be happy. And I really appreciate that and enjoy working on issues with you. Your passion is without bounds on projects, but your compassion for the citizens is amazing. You're always trying to help them deal with their various issues, whether you're in the basement with your boots on.
That's gonna be your job now.
There's rats down there. You've worked tirelessly and creatively. You've always tried to find that creative way of solving an issue. I think the thing I'm going to miss the most is your smile across the aisle and not being able to see you across the aisle. So I've really enjoyed working with you, and I know you're going to do wonderful things on the Zoo District Board and other. We won't lose you. We'll just gain you other places. Thank you.
I took everything that I wrote and put it in her computer. It is a pleasure to try to say some things to honor you. It is not very easy because, like everyone has said, gosh, you've been here a long time.
Well, not on.
Well, and ladies and gentlemen, that's all I needed to say. The first thing that those of us who were on the board before Michelle came was, how in the heck did she win a write-in election? And I think that we know now why. And let me just use a few words that I wrote that I think describe not only that election, but your role in our community. Fabulous, creative, passionate, genuine, energetic, sensitive, caring, and unbelievably impactful. And I think that there are so many benefits from your efforts that our community has enjoyed and experienced, and the change that you've brought to our community in terms of improvement and enhancement is so significant that the two words that are so important to say to you is, Michelle, thank you.
Michelle, you know, being the new kid here, it hasn't been that long that we've worked together. And I guess I can say, as I listen to all the statements that have preceded, that I guess I feel a little disappointed that I didn't have the same time tenure to enjoy your counsel, your helpfulness, and that passion that you do bring. I can say that when I first, in fact, I think it was even before the election, we had a drink together, and I immediately realized at that time that you were clearly very involved, very committed to everything about Clayton. And over the year that I've been here, I can say that comes out so clearly and so succinctly in every meeting that I've been in, whether it's the CCF or everything else. You're thinking, you're committed, you're not, you're ever present in everything, all the issues that we deal with. And for that, it's really been helpful to me to watch and learn from that mentorship of being what it takes to be a really good older person. So I really appreciate it, and I'm sorry we haven't worked longer together.
I'm still available for drinks. But
Thank you very much. Good luck.
Well, Michelle, I have a bit of a unique history with you. It was 2 years ago, actually 3 years ago, when the campaign for mayor began. We battled very politely and very professionally. We had a really good race. And there was a period after the election, after this night 2 years ago, where the path to the next 2 years would be determined by our relationship. And without question, without any doubt whatsoever, you stood up for what was right for the city of Clayton. And we have worked together for these past 2 years because your unyielding support of the citizens and what's right for all the people of Clayton overcame the issues that we had during that time. And I have to just personally thank you and say that the past 2 years have only been as good as they have been because of your hard work, your stepping to the plate to get things done, your desire to have the great relationship that we have and that we have with the entire board. So you could have made it hard, and you didn't. We worked it out, and I will always appreciate that and thank you for it. You got something to
is
say?
it my turn? Well, I just can't thank you guys enough for all of your kind words. It really means a lot. I just feel, really honored to have had the opportunity to work with such a talented and dedicated team of elected officials and staff, you guys. These are people who relentlessly give so much of themselves to keep Clayton a great place. And I hope that in some small measure that the city of Clayton has been enriched, maybe even just a fraction of what I have experienced in my time as an elected official. It's been a fantastic ride, and I love it. I love you guys, so thank you.
You ready, Madam City Clerk? Oh, then we'll move to adjourn.
Second.
Sin died, yeah.
Second.
Yeah, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, here we go. Thank you.
Okay,
Shuffle chairs.
next is the oath of office.